In today's video, we will talk about 7 secrets which you would hardly know. If you know about these 7 secrets today, then you will never fail in your life. I hope you watch this video till the end. You will see, if you like this video in the end, then do subscribe the channel by giving a like to the video and do let us know how you liked the information given in the video in the comment box below. So let's start today's video. Namo Buddhaya. Once upon a time, there lived a young man in a city. The young man's family was very poor. Every day there were fights in his family over some issue or the other. The young man was very troubled by these fights when he tried to stop the family fights. Tried a lot, but instead of stopping, the fights kept on increasing. When a young man would go to people in search of work, people would ask, "Brother, how much salary will you take?" Then you would tell them, "Just give me work. The financial condition of my family is very bad. The financial situation is bad. I need a lot of work. You just hire me, and I will take as much as you give." Then people would take advantage of his helplessness and hire him at a low price because he himself gave the opportunity to people. People knew that he was very good at work. If there is a need, he will be able to work even for less money. And when that young man would sit with his friends and relatives, he would still talk about his poverty. He would say to his friends and relatives, "What should I do? My family is very poor. Even 2 meals a day of pulses and bread are not enough, and there are fights in the family every day. I don't understand what I should do." His friends and relatives would also listen to him at that time, and later they would. Everyone makes fun of him and says that this poor person will remain the poor of the poor. Nothing can be done for him. And there is no love in his family too. When you see, they keep fighting with each other. And this young man keeps crying with us for no reason, and does not do anything himself. Whereas that young man was telling them his problems, considering them as his own, so that people can help him, but no one helped him. Now wherever the young man goes, everyone despised him, called him poor. No one paid him the full price for his work. The young man worked all day long but got only a few rupees. No one paid him the full amount of his hard work. If he told them anything, they would tell him nothing. "Tell me you have to do something. So if you don't do it, then go away from here." Now that young man needed work, so he used to work. Gradually with time, the condition of that young man became very bad. Everyone started using that young man because everyone knew. It was said that the young man is very poor. He cannot do any harm to them, and he needs money, so he will work. All the townspeople insulted him and called him poor. The young man became very upset by all these things. He could not understand. He was wondering what all this was happening to him. Then he heard while talking to people that a Buddhist monk has come to the city. That Buddhist monk has the solution to all the problems. That Buddhist monk is a very knowledgeable person. Hearing this, the young man went to the Buddhist monk and cried and asked him, "Maharaj, why do all the people do this to me?" Then after listening to that young man, the Buddhist monk asked, "What happened to the child?" Then the young man started crying loudly, and while crying he told his whole story to the Buddhist monk, and told him that, "Maharaj, everyone calls me poor. They make fun of me, and no man gives me the full income of my hard work. I work all day in his fields, and he gives me very little money. My friends also all make fun of me." That Buddhist monk of that young man listens to everything carefully and asks him that how did all the townspeople come to know that you are very poor? And why do people pay you so little salary even after working the whole day? After listening to the Buddhist monk, the young man said that actually, "Maharaj, I am the one who told the townspeople. To get sympathy from him, I told him that I am very poor. You hire me, whatever you give, I will take it." Hearing this, the Buddhist monk said, "What is the fault of the people in this? If the townspeople make fun of you or pay you less, then it is your fault. You have encouraged those people. You should have kept some things limited to yourself, but you told them to everyone after listening to the Buddhist monk." That young man fell at his feet and started saying to him, "Maharaj, what should I do now? Please solve this problem of mine." After listening to the young man, the Buddhist monk said, "Look, what has happened now cannot be brought back. But today I will tell you 7 such things which you should never tell anyone. You should keep them limited to yourself, even if it is your friend or a relative. You should not tell these things to anyone." After listening to the Buddhist beggar, the young man said with great compassion, "Tell me, Maharaj, what are those things which we should not tell anyone?" Then the Buddhist beggar told the young man that this is the first thing you should not tell anyone. Number 1, goal of your life. What we do is we tell everyone about our dream, that I will do this, I want to become this. When I grow up, we think that people will be very happy to hear how much of a big man I want to become. People will praise me, but it does not happen. When we tell our dreams to people, there is a feeling of satisfaction in our mind. We become very happy in our mind, due to which we are not able to have the same passion towards our dreams which we had before when we told our dreams to people. If we tell them, then their expectations from us increase, and they start paying more attention to us, due to which sometimes we get stressed, and then this stress creates imbalance in our life. and then we deviate from our goals. When we tell our dreams to someone, some people will give you inspiration, which will give you the courage to move ahead, but there are many people who will inspire you and discourage you, will demotivate you so that you may deviate from your goal. That is why whatever dream you have, fulfill it, and only then tell people. If you tell before, then people will create obstacles, and if you fulfill your dream silently, then people will automatically accept it. You will find out who a dream has been achieved. That is why never tell anyone your dream. Do not tell your goal. Then the Buddhist monk said to the young man that the second thing you should not tell anyone. 2. Our troubles and problems. For example, when we face any problem, we immediately reach out to people for its solution and start narrating our problems to them. But telling our problems to other people means creating another problem for ourselves. Because when we tell our problems to someone, we feel very good. We feel as if a little bit of our sorrow has gone away. But all the people do not reduce our problems, but rather increase them and create many more problems in front of us. Out of all the people with whom we share our problems, 70% are such people who do not care about our problems, but rather they make fun of us, and 20% are happy to know this, and 10% are such people only. It means that those who may make a little difference to how troubled we are, but making a difference does not mean that they will support you. When people make fun of our problems, we feel very sad. That is why we should not tell our problems to anyone. We should find solutions to them ourselves, because no one knows us better than us, and we ourselves can get out of every problem without anyone's help. Then the Buddhist monks tell the young man the third thing, and say that we all have some or the other problem in our family. When everyone lives together, arguments also happen. Whether our relations with our family are good or bad, we should not tell anyone about it when we tell others about it. When you tell me, people listen to you with pleasure. They don't care what problem you are in. Rather, they will try to take advantage of those weaknesses. You should solve your family problems by talking to your family members among yourselves. If you should take it, then you will not need to tell other people. And when we tell people about our and our family's problems, then people start considering us weak. They start thinking about us that he will not be able to do anything. He cannot take care of his family. He is getting worried on such small things. Then how will he face big problems in life and future? We tell our problems thinking that they can help us. But this world is very selfish. No one is special to you in this world. People listen to us with pleasure, and they show false sympathy in front of us, and then behind our backs. Whatever we tell them, they season it with salt and pepper and spread it all around, which does not harm those people, but destroys the respect of your family. They start talking about the family in various ways. They start talking about one thing only. Whatever has not been discussed, tell it with salt and pepper. In this world, there are very few people who heal wounds, and many people who sprinkle salt. This is why you should never tell anyone about your family's circumstances. Then the Buddhist monk told the young man the fourth thing and said that you should never tell in front of people what things you own or what you have. You just tell people about yourself that you have so many bungalows, so many cars, so much money so that people can know, but you are not telling them thinking that you are trying to show them down. But people may misinterpret what you say. They may think that you are saying all this to humiliate them. And then he will start hating you. At that time, he will not say anything. But inside, he will start hating you, and will start moving away from you, and will try to bring you down. And maybe after listening to your words, and knowing that you have so much money, some people can create false relationships with you and can even get their intentions out of you. There are many such selfish people in this world who establish relationships with people just for the sake of getting money. That is why you should not tell your money to anyone. It is a game of time. Don't know if today is good. It is not necessary that tomorrow will also be good. Suppose today you have a lot of wealth, but if you never had it and you ask people for help, then people will not help you but will taunt you and tell you that you have so much. There was so much money. Where did it go? Wealth, whether you were speaking the truth or praising lies. And that is why we should not tell about our wealth in front of people, and why we should not tell about our wealth in front of people. Yes, because in this world there are many. There are people who don't even have clean water to drink. They drink dirty water. They don't even have 2 meals a day to eat. When you have everything, that's why never face people poorer than yourself. Your money. Don't show off. Help them if possible. Then the Buddhist monk told the fifth thing to that young man and said that never tell the secret of your success to anyone. There is nothing wrong in telling how we have achieved success. If a person learns from it and moves forward, then it is a very good thing. But what most people do is that they start following the path shown by us, and if they fail to follow the path shown by us, then they start blaming us. While we had done good for them, they start blaming us and say that I wish I had not come to his advice. He showed me the wrong path. Whereas the same way of success does not work for everyone. The way. Because you have become successful, it is not necessary that they also get success in the same way. That is why never tell the secret of your success to anyone. If that person really tries to find the path to success from you, and he has a lot of dedication towards that work, and he is very dedicated to it. If you are determined or not, I have to do this work, so you can definitely tell him. But you should never tell anything to anyone from now on. Otherwise, if those people fail, then they will start blaming you. It doesn't matter to those people that you are doing good for them. They will hate you if you fail. They will start speaking good and bad to you. That's why never tell anything to anyone. Then the Buddhist monk told the young man 6 things and said that if you help someone, then do not bring the help in front of people, because there are many poor people in this world who need our mercy and donations. But if you help those poor people, you help so that people praise you. People look at you with good eyes. If you have a name in the society, then never pretend that you should not help people because of this. That other people should praise you. Rather, you should help people with a true heart without telling anyone, because this help gives you peace from within. When you help someone in need, you feel a different feeling of happiness inside. You realize, but if you help a needy person just for the sake of show, then for a few moments you will become good in the eyes of others, but you will never be able to achieve self-satisfaction. Then the Buddhist monk tells the 7th and last thing to the young man, that he should never mention his income in front of others, because this is something which we should always keep limited to our family, our friends, or our relatives. Never tell your income. We should never ask anyone about his income, nor tell him our income, because when we tell people our income, so people easily find out our situation, which is not right for us at all. Because if our income is less, and we tell people, then people consider us poor, and start moving away from us, and start despising us. They start looking down on us. They don't respect us. If our income is more, and we tell people about it, then people start maintaining selfish relationships with us. They are concerned not with us, but with our money. People will not relate to you because you are a good person. Rather, they will relate to you because you have money. People who do not like you will also relate to you because of money, and will treat you as if you are very important to them. Be special. That's why never tell your income to anyone. Just keep it limited to yourself and your family, because only your family is happy to see your progress. Rest of the world is one of those who are jealous of your progress. The young man understood all the words of the Buddhist monk very well, and at the same time he resolved in his mind that from today onwards, he will never tell his secrets to anyone. After that, the young man bowed to the Buddhist monk, and then went away from there.